Hi all, welcome back to yet another series of Cheltenham preview videos. In these are going to be just quick little videos for each of the 4 days because the declarations are beginning to come out, the 48-hour declarations. The first day have just come out today. I'm on the Sunday and I'm going to put up them each day so you just know my finalised tips, because I do know from my longer preview videos that a few of my tips have not been declared or entered, so therefore I'm going to give you exactly kind of what I'm tipping on. These are my final bets, and yeah, some of them, like for day one, actually, as it happens, a lot of them are the same, but I'm not going to just change. You know, I'm going to do just each day, just as per. So we start off again with the Supreme Novice Hurdle. No real change from me here. There seems to be a bit of talk for Kalashnikov, as I discussed before. I just don't think he's quite up to it. Sam Crow was the big fly in the ointment here. He will not run as declared this morning, or has not declared this morning. Mengli Khan represents Gordon Elliott. There's a bit of a squeak, but I think it's Get a Bird 11 to 8 here, and it is Sharjah and Paloma Blue who are both repping it at 14 to 1. Paul Townend on Sharjah, Davy Russell and Paloma Blue. I think they will both run big races. Going on to the Arkle, it's a bit of a non-event. Well, no, that's completely irrational statement, but only 5 runners. It's not a big event, as has been the past few years, you know, because you're diluting it slightly with the 2.5 mile novice chase. You're not getting quite as good Arkles as you used to get back in the day with Moscow Flyer and Well Chief. But Footpad here has got very good claims, and since the last video he's actually drifted out a bit. He was at around evens, even shading odds on in the last video. He's now 5 to 4. I think that's a backable price. I was putting him up anyway, so I think the fact he's gone odds against is only good for me. Petit Mouchoir, I can see where people are coming from, but I think at 9 to 4 the value's gone now. You know, it was, I do concede when Footpad was like evens and Petit Mouchoir was still like 5 to 1, that was too much of a difference. But 5 to 4, 9 to 4, I know who I'd be backing, and it would be Footpad. I still think Petit Mouchoir will come second. Like, obviously Robin Sill has surely not got a chance here. St. Calvados will benefit from the heavy ground or soft ground or whatever it's going to come up, but I just don't think he's good enough. Brain power won't like the ground. We go into the Ultima now, and one of my picks is still in it, and he's now trimmed into 11 to 2 according to William Hill here. Single farm payment, third favourite. Q-Star Civila seems to have kind of burst onto the scene as the big hope for this race for Nick Williams and Lizzie Kelly. He's in at 9 to 2. I understand the claims, but I still think single farm payment is being a little bit overshone here. But obviously Keeper Hill's not going to run in this because I think he's running in the 4 miler later on the day one, which was my original each way tip. Then I thought Dingo Dollar would be a good each way tip. He hasn't been declared this morning. So I've now plumped for Vintage Clouds at 12 to 1 for Sue Smith and Danny Cook. You do slightly run the risk that this is a bit of a prep race, I think, because he'll run in one of the nationals, I would assume, possibly the Scottish National. But he's a big stayer, and I just feel he could well pick up horses on the hill home here. He can sometimes get outpaced. His jumping can go a bit sloppy at times, but I do think he's still got good claims to run on, perhaps into a place. Like we've got, I think it's 9. I think it will be 4 places in this. Certainly, you can shop around. Yeah, there's 18 runners. There'll be 4 places. So you can shop around and get your 4 places. I suspect even some companies might go 5 places on the day as a promotion. Champion Hurdle, Bouverdaire slightly eased to 1 to 2 at the moment. As I said in the previous video, I don't have much conviction against Bouverdaire, but I will say Faugheen at 11 to 2. Cheek pieces have been declared that he's going to wear. I don't know whether they're going to help him or not. We're all a bit in the clouds, but I still think he could run a big race. And I think Wicklow Brave at 16 to 1 is still the each way value. York Hill's been entered in it, but everyone else has a rider declared and he doesn't. Don't know why that is. So I still think he mightn't run. That's just me. Mare's Hurdle, Apples Jade 4 to 7 looks to be pretty good. Benny Didou at 7 to 2. If I'm being honest, I would assume it could well be Apples Jade beating Benny Didou. I still think, though, in this race, I can't believe it's cut up to 9 runners. So you'll get 3 places, and Jers Girls 20 to 1. What an each way bet that is. Jurors Girl, a guaranteed horse to come third in this. She will beat Labago Raw back over 2-5. Got outstayed by Labago Raw last time, but was cantering going to the last. 20 to 1. What each way value that could be for us. I think that's almost the each way bet of the meeting, let alone the first day. Move on to the 4 miler, which has been an absolute disaster for me. Put up Maldini, although I did say I wanted him in the Kim Muir. He's now going for the Kim Muir. Put up Fagan. He's been ruled out today because of the ground. Absolute disaster. Jury Duty 10 to 3. Too short for me. No comment. 5 to 1. Only one race over fences. He could be anything, I suppose. The 2 here, Rathvinden and Mossback. We've completely changed chords. Mossback was second last time to Mombeg Notorious, who I'd be surprised if he isn't favoured for the Irish National next year, or next month even, in the 10-up novice chase. He's a slow, galloping horse. Gordon Elliott said it last night on his Betfair preview, that this horse is slow, but he gallops. Lisa O'Neill won it last year on Tiger Roll. Don't see why not again. Rathvinden 11 to 2. He has claims. I suppose he's incompleted the last twice, but before that was very promising. And I suppose if I put up Keeper Hill, and Sizing Tennessee in different races in the previous previews, they're both at 10 to 1. I suppose both of them have a hint of a squeak. Maybe Keeper Hill over Sizing Tennessee. And then we finish off with the Close Brothers Novice Handicap, and it is any second now, any second now, any second now. 10 to 1 in the last preview. I told you guys to get on. He's now 6 to 1. I honestly think he'll go well. Peregrine Run, don't know, he wasn't even declared before the ground went bad, so he obviously isn't right. I think if I'm putting up any second now at 6 to 1, I feel my each way shot should be Tycoon Prince now at 20 to 1. They're quite closely matched on that run behind Footpad and Petit Mouchoir last time. They would have had a bit of a tussle on for third money that day. So Tycoon Prince you could see as being maybe a bit of a value shot at 20s. So that is my day one final preview complete there. My nap of the day is still Get a Bird. I think he's by far the best horse in maybe not the best Supreme Novice Hurdle we will ever see. I think Kalashnikov will run a good race, but be like Ballyandy and come third or fourth, and hopefully we can get some nice little price about Sharjah or Paloma Blue running into a place. And my each way bet of the day must be Jurors Girl. 20 to 1 in the Mare's Hurdle. William Hill have had a shocker. Guaranteed to come in the first 3. I will eat with my words. That's why I do these videos. You know, sometimes they'll come off, sometimes they won't. It's an opinion game. That's my opinion. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did so, give it a like, subscribe down below, and perhaps give a comment. See what your views are on the respective day one card. Best of luck to you. Hope Cheltenham Festival goes well for you. Happy punting.